Super PowerWash Services. You made it. Phew. I'm due to host this year's Halloween party, and my castle's been hit by a muck spell. Ow. You see, there's a bit of a rift growing in the witch community. Whilst most of us have embraced a new take on Halloween, more color, vibrant, and celebration, some, like the Sour Sisters, are still a bit more stuck in their ways. They'd rather we morosely moseyed around the woods, picked a few noxious herbs, flung them in the cauldron with some random offcuts, and passed the night away pulling scary faces at each other. Don't know about you, but that's the last thing I need right now. So, I just finished decking out the place for a festival of fun when the Sour Sisters muck spell struck. Shameless sabotage, but the only way to deal with negative energy is to blast it with yet more, yep, that's how they put it, positive energy, and in this particular case, a whole lot of water. So please spray away so I can get this party started. Hell yeah. Okay. This game has in-game music. I think I might have had it turned off. Let me see. Menu. No. Options. There we go. Game music. Master volume. Music. It says it does have. I do have music turned on. Maybe you just can't hear it yet. I haven't even really cleaned anything yet. There's a flower here. Oh, I want to change the thing. Maybe this map doesn't have music. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna open the lo-fi. I'm just gonna open the lo-fi. Because it sounds kind of real quiet, and I'm not for that quiet. I'll turn the music all the way down. But that's cool that they have a haunted house. I'm gonna have to look into my games and stuff. Make sure everything's running okay. Hopefully this game doesn't glitch out, though. If it does, then I'll know that it's my program rather than just the game. Because it didn't mess up when we played the Capybara game, and it didn't mess up when we played Plants vs. Zombies. So I'm safely assuming that it is the pumpkin panic issue. We'll just have to report it. It's not too big of a deal. I forgot all of my buttons for this game. There we go. I want the... I like the extended one. Working on the fence. Now, the game that we're playing tomorrow, I know I've played it on stream before, but I also wasn't a cam streamer. I was a cam streamer still. So We shall see. My stuff be breaking. This DLC is fun. Oh, have you done the Haunted Mansion one? I wonder if they're gonna put another Haunted one. This one says 2024, so I wonder if they're gonna put one out for this year. I still hope they put out updates for this game, even though the new one's gonna come out, or the second one's gonna come out. Oh, let me tell you guys a little bit about my hiatus. Some of you guys will know because I posted a little bit on socials and in the Discord. I finished my achievements in the first Spirit of the North. I played a little bit of Spirit of the North 2 before anybody goes, "Oh my gosh." All I did was run around to like try to get more of my beacons found. The only thing I successfully did was get all my portals found. So that'll make traveling around a little bit easier for me. But I finished all the achievements in Little Nightmares 1. I think we did that one on stream. No, we didn't do that on stream because one of them was kind of hard. So I finished the achievements in Little Nightmares 1. And then I played all of Little Nightmares 2, finished all the achievements in that. What with the game coming out like Thursday or Friday? I wanted to get my achievements before then. I finished the podcast, The Sounds of Nightmares. So I'm pretty ahead of the game. I'm pretty up to date. What else? I said I finished the achievements in Spirit of the North. I feel like I did another one. Hold on. I have like I wrote a whole list of things that I did. Because at one point during my hiatus, I got depressed. And I was like, let me write down the things that I complete on my hiatus and it'll make me feel better. And it did. It worked. So let's see. Played PowerWash 2 the demo. I did that. I watched the Halloween horror showcase. Okay, so I watched that and I wrote down some of the titles because they looked really good. The problem is when I recorded it, my YouTube stopped working like 15 minutes in. And I didn't realize, or no, my OBS stopped working about 15 minutes in. So I didn't realize there was a problem. And I just kept watching it. And when I say OBS had a problem, I think I accidentally closed it. I don't know how that happened. I cleaned out my screenshots folder. There was over like 20 gigs of screenshots that I hadn't posted yet. So, got all the portals in Spirit of the North 2. Played Crime Scene Cleaner beta, and I made the Halloween model. That's what I did. I also watched, I watched some spooky movies. I watched a spooky movie, like, literally last night. I don't know if I would recommend it, because I was, like, watching it, and it's a spooky movie, so I get it. However, though, the end of the movie had me going, what the hell did I just watch? You know? Which is good for some movies. But when I say I was asking myself, what the hell did I just watch? I literally was so confused. There were parts of it that I never ever want to experience again. Like, I will not rewatch that movie. It was called The Visit. Was it a good movie? Yeah. Was it a good concept? Yes. Was there parts in it that might have me traumatized? Yes. And it's not even like spooky parts that have me traumatized. One of the parts, just spoiler alert if you do plan to watch the movie, just giving you guys a couple seconds. One of the parts, so it's about the kids visiting their grandparents. and they've never met their grandparents, so this is the first time they're visiting, blah, blah, blah. One of the grandparents has problems with his bowels and wears adult diapers. And in the end of the movie, that comes into play more often than I would have wanted that to come into play. And I was just like, kind of physically ill. And I was like, I cannot. What the fuck? And every part of it, I was like giving a live update to my friend. She wasn't even watching the movie. I was just like, oh my god, this just happened. Oh my god, this just happened. Like, the movie was wild. The movie was wild. 10 out of 10. I wouldn't even watch. I wouldn't make my my enemies watch that. That was a lot. I almost watched Bluey afterwards. But I watched Scary Movie. That movie is so fucking stupid. That is not a kid's movie, by the way. Obviously. I'm really late to the trend, so I watched Scary Movie for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is so stupid. But I talked to my friend about it last night, and he goes, you have to watch the second one. The second one is by far the best one. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, the first one's so fucking stupid. He's like, the second one's stupid too, but it's like, that one's the better stupid. I was like, okay. Like, I've watched parody movies before. I watched the Twilight parody. That stuff was stupid too. Well, the night has been quite interesting. We've gone through, what, 4 different games? This is game 4. That's a lot more game changing than I would have wanted. But I feel like ending with PowerWash Sim is going to be real good for me. It's relaxing. The Twilight one is fun. The what's it called? Like Love Bites or something? That movie was stupid. That movie was stupid. Did I think it was funny? Yeah. There's a part in it where Bella is in like one of those baby harnesses that parents wear where they're like carrying their baby on their chest. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. I was like, what the hell is happening? Vampire sucks. Oh, yeah. Is that the... Do you remember a scene in it where she's like in a baby holder or harness thing? Are we talking about the same movie? Hey, Lincoln. Hi, Lincoln. I don't know. Oh, no. Yeah, like, Charlie's, like, carrying her around in, like, a baby harness or something along those lines. And I was like, what the fuck? What the heck is happening? Hey, Lincoln. What's up? It's the only Twilight parody you know. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I would think that there was a good amount. Because I thought there was a parody that was called Love Bites or something. Ma'am, why do you do this? Why do you do this? I think I'm gonna get one of those, like, clip... there's like a PVC pipe kind of cat bed that you can clip onto the side of your desk. My cat has been annoyingly clingy, and I'm thinking about getting that for her so she can lay next to me without standing on literally everything I own. Just to stand next to me. Like, I cherish her friendship and everything, but, like, please stop standing on everything. Yeah, I like parody movies. Some of them. Some of them go a little bit overboard for my taste. And it's just like, okay, this was stupid. You know? But I saw that there's a couple of spooky movies on Peacock that I was thinking about watching. So I might at some point do a random movie night in the Discord. I don't know. Because Peacock has like a whole, like they have a whole section of horror movies. I think The Ring was on there. I haven't seen The Ring since I was a kid. I used to own the graphic novel for The Ring. Not The Ring specifically, but Spiral, I think is what it's called. See, playing something like this and like reading ghost stories or something would be really fun. I don't have any ghost stories, or else I would read them. Or like ghost themed jokes. We can be real tacky with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll look up some. I think I'm definitely gonna re-download 7 Days to Die. Or I could get one of the longer games that I have on my list downloaded. That takes a while to play anyway. And if we have a problem like we did today, we could play that in its place. I just feel really weird sometimes when I have to go off script and be like, well, I was going to play this game, but now, because this game decides it's going to be a crackhead, I guess we're not going to play it, you know? And when I say on script, I just mean, like, that's what I have planned. It happens, don't worry. Well, it's not the fact that I'm worried about it. Like, I'm not worried for you guys' sake. Like, not to sound selfish or anything. I worry because my autism doesn't like it. I like having a set schedule. And going out of that set schedule makes me, like... I'm good with improv when I'm, like, talking. I'm not good with improv when I schedule things out. And, like, for streaming, I have a whole schedule and everything. Eat red meat before you stream. Listen. Listen. Eating red meat is not a cure-all for my autism. My tism's not gonna be fixed because I ate red meat. I don't think that's how that works. That's not how that works. And you don't be stressing about schedule. Well, that's a valid point. Because we all know that eating red meat will fix your autism, but it's not gonna fix it. Maybe I should eat more protein. Maybe that's my... It doesn't have to be red meat, though. Like, I eat a lot of cottage cheese. I'll just cheese it up before stream. Have you tried? I have tried. If I eat red meat before my stream, I'm gonna get anxious. And my stomach's gonna gurgle. And then you guys are just gonna sit here on Words on Stream for the entire night. Because I'll be trapped in a bathroom. 100%. $100%. 200%. Guaranteed, or your money back. Hey, Mustard, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. We'll do red meat for the fix the autism and Tylenol to bring it back. Have you seen the post where it's like, my mom used Tylenol PM and that's why I have autism, but only at night? So you can have the control. 300%. Take it or leave it. 300% autism? I'll take it. I like my tism. You need to send it. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it and then send it. Because there's a video of this guy that was like, yeah, my mom took Tylenol PM while she was pregnant with me, and that's why I'm fucking stupid at night. I was like, bro, give a girl a warning. Like, I had a mouthful of water watching that shit. I almost drowned. I can't drink water and watch things. I can't read and listen to things either. So like when I lower the volume on in my car because I'm driving and I'm reading street signs, that's what I do with video games too. If I'm reading out loud and I don't want to like stutter or have performance anxiety or performance problems, I just lower the volume of the game in my headset. Because apparently the background audio just messes me up. It scares me. It scares me. I still don't know what Tylenol is. Tylenol is like painkillers. It's like a painkiller. It basically works for everything. NyQuil chicken never changed our brains. We had it good and strayed from the... No. No. You're grounded. Stop. NyQuil chicken is disgusting. Don't be telling people that shit. That's like the Avatar movie we tried to forget. We're not doing that. Tide Pod, stop. No. Ground it. Ground it. Somebody put mustard in the corner, please. And thank you. You're grounded. Tide Pods. Listen, I'm pretty sure, I think I might have told you guys this story. I'm pretty sure my brother ate a Tide Pod because he was violently ill. It was around the same time all the kids were doing the Tide Pods. Don't send me to the corner. Oh, why'd you send me to the corner? I'm in jail. Rude. Rude. She's in jail. There's no rules. There's all rules all the time. But so my brother, around the time that all the kids were like, Tide Pods, the Tide Pod challenge, my brother came home from school one day and he said his stomach hurt real bad. What's a Tide Pod? Tide Pod is, it's laundry detergent, but it's in a pod. So like in a dissolvable plastic package. You throw it into the... No, it's not delicious. Stop it. No. Don't eat Tide Pods. Not in my channel. Not in my Purgatory Fox Christian Minecraft channel. Don't do that. Don't eat Tide Pods. No, sir. No, sir. We're not doing that. Anyway. They're like pods you put into your laundry. And they have dissolvable packages. Oh, I see. You guys have the craziest diets. Not gonna... Nope. Nope. We're not eating it. We're not eating it. Don't make me turn this stream around. You're in the corner. You can't stop me. Do not eat Tide Pods. Don't eat Tide Pods. You're grounded. For life. Do not eat Tide Pods. Is this clean? It is now. Okay. We can eat anything. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We can eat anything once. Yeah. Because that's all it's gonna take to fucking kill you. That's terrible. That's terrible. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm pretty sure my brother ate one because he came home from school. He said he had a bellyache. And he had the most violent, like, barfing, and he was, like, on the toilet for close to 5 hours. And when he came out of the bathroom, he was, like, pale gray and everything. We rushed him to the hospital, but, like, they just did some fluids. They didn't even pump his stomach. He never told them if he did or did not eat a Tide Pod. But, he was, like, pretty much violently ill right after school. And it was around the time of the Tide Pods. Now, he had been joking about trying one at one point. And then he made a comment about the Tide Pod challenge when we were older that made me think that he definitely ate it. I can't remember what he said, but I was like, that's a little sus for someone who said he didn't eat the Tide Pod. Well, more than once if you survive. But how was his breath smelling? I wasn't going to get that. That boy had fart breath all the time. I was not going to risk it from... I was not going to risk my life to smell that boy's breath. My brother had the worst breath. He'd, like, eat onions and garlic and shit and then would not brush his teeth. He just had a constant smell about him. You would think the Tide Pod would clean it. Well, it cleaned his insides, that's for sure. He definitely needed that. Don't eat Tide Pods. Don't eat Tide Pods. Y'all are gonna get super sick. I say y'all, because I'm not stupid enough to do it. I'm not stupid enough to do that shit. Nope. Tide Pods are not good. Can I eat fairy? I mean, drink. Can you drink fairy? What is fairy? Like the creature? If you can catch one, I guess. Dish soap? Dishwasher soap. I've never heard of that brand, so no, you can't. Just for the fact that it's dishwasher soap. Don't do it. Because I said no, though. I don't think I've ever heard of Fairy brand. I think there was like, there's a brand of paper towels that's called Sparkle, though. Which has a fairy mascot, I'm pretty sure. I never really understood how they pick their mascots. I guess Sparkle makes sense because it's like you want your kitchen to be sparkling clean, but also it's low-key kind of, high-key kind of dumb. Oh, my buddy told me, we were talking last night, and I was like, I'm fully convinced that 90s kids are just sleeper agents with all these sounds that they, like, that we remember out of fucking nowhere, right? I was like, I'm just waiting for there's one commercial sound that I know that's gonna set me off, and I'm just gonna, like, wake up and start my mission or something. We were making jokes. He's like, you know, they have, like, a whole playlist of 90s commercials where you can just like watch them back to back to back, and I was like, oh my god. So I gotta do that. I gotta watch the 90s commercials compilation so I can have some deep-seated nostalgia moments. Anything but Sarah McLachlan, though. I don't know why she had to be so hard in that fucking commercial. That commercial always made me cry. What would be yours? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want you to, like, spam it constantly. But trust me, I know exactly what mine would be. It's the one commercial that's been stuck in my head ever since I was, like, 8. Trust. If us as millennials ever get activated, I know exactly what is gonna activate me. We don't even know yet. There's gonna be like a millennial war or something, and they're gonna activate us using 90s to 2000s commercial jingles. I can guarantee you that's what's gonna happen. I don't know when. I don't know why, but that's what's gonna happen. I'm convinced. Well, the new generation, the new generation Gen something started a war in Nepal recently. What the hell? Maybe they listened to an ad and woke up. Probably. Probably. That's why I can't tell you guys in a stream, because the FBI is listening. I'm kidding, Twitch. Please don't ban me. I'm making jokes because I'm stupid, okay? They got social networks blocked and corruption. Yep. Yep. That's ridiculous, honestly. That's stupid. So they burned Nepal to the ground. That's terrible. That's terrible. One day that's gonna be me. I don't know. It's gonna be me. The Parliament House is your surname. Is my surname? No. Oh, you mean Ashes? Are you talking about... Oh my god! That's... Go to the corner. Go to the corner. Go to the corner. I'm glad I figured that out. I was actually kind of smart on that one. That was a good one. That was really good. That was so good. I'm kind of mad that you said it because it was good. Ridiculous. Time to parkour up the jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I gotta change the thing. It's too long. There's guidelines. I have to be creative. I know. You gotta be good. Behave. I've given some more thought about the multi-streaming, by the way, because I did briefly bring it up in the Discord. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Because after thinking about it, you know, I do this as a hobby. I do enjoy it. I do like it when you guys come to hang out with me. The numbers don't really stress me out. And as much as my friend wanted to, like, guilt trip me about it, he was like, oh, numbers don't matter to people that are doing well on Twitch. That's not true. Some of us are just doing it as a hobby. So it's fine. It's fine. I already have a strike on your account? Oh my god, what? What did you do? Who'd you piss off? Oh, when I was playing the demo, I forgot that there was like this free look one. I was like, I got stuck in this mode for a while. I was like, what's happening? What am I doing? Numbers don't actually matter. I did some copyright thing. Oh, yeah. You know that the strike goes away after a while, right? The strike does go away after a while. Because I had, back when I was trying to stream Kingdom Hearts, I got 2 strikes in the same month. I think they go away after a while because if you look at it now, it doesn't say I have any strikes. You need to complete the School of Content Creator. Wait, what is that? What are you talking about? I didn't have to go to a school. What are you talking about? What kind of school is it? Something on Twitch. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Is it hard? That's what she said. I know. Phrasing. Is it difficult? That teaches you nothing. Okay, well that answers my question. That answers my question. It gives you nothing. Okay, that's kind of dumb. That's not kind of dumb. That's really dumb. Well, I'm sorry that you had to go to school to fix your copyright thing. That's like dumb. It's a theory about streaming. I skipped everything. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, if it's not gonna teach you anything, why even waste the energy? You know how much energy you could be using instead of doing stupid school that's not teaching you nothing? Not teaching you nothing. That's my school. Showing you guys how educated I am. Not teaching you nothing. Giving you that double negative. I'm so smart. Did the test got everything right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ace it. Gonna get on the pumpkin and I'm gonna parkour up. Hell yeah, look at this. What do you see here, Chris? An F and 2 Ds. Wow. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. If they weren't teaching you nothing, you didn't really miss out. Oh, actually, I did have a fun interaction with somebody over the weekend. I don't know if I told you guys this. So we were talking about PowerWash and how the game makes her nervous. And I was like, why does the game make you nervous? And she goes, because my boyfriend, you know, told me that if you fall, it takes points off of your score at the end. And I went, there's no fall damage. She goes, what are you talking about? I was like, there's no fall damage in the game. I think that's like the whole point. Because a lot of people like to parkour off of stuff. And if there's fall damage, it's not as fun. And she goes, are you shitting me? I was like, no. There's no score also. Exactly. Well, like, you know you can do like the 100%, like the percentage that's in the top corner. She was told by her boyfriend that even if it says 100%, if she falls off the stuff, she gets points taken off. So it will never be 100% if she falls. So she's just out here not playing the game with any parkouring. Because she thought the parkouring would be pretty cool. Because you go to some pretty high up places. And I was like, yeah. Actually, I try not to use the ladder the best I can. So I can parkour off of everything. She goes, but that ruins your score. I was like, no, it doesn't. I promise you. I promise you. I do not know you, Miss Random Stranger on the internet that I just met. But I promise you, it does not. She's like, shit. I was like, you need to smack that guy. What a jerk. How dare he tell you that? I mean, the quiz is about copyright legal stuff. I had that for work when I used to work. Gotcha. There's no score. Boring game. I use the big stairs for everything. I use the big stairs sometimes, but I like jumping off of shit. That's pretty fun to me. But yeah, that was a conversation I had with her. And like, this was just a person I literally just met on the weekend. And she goes, man, that's so stupid. Because I would actively tell him what would make the game much cooler is if you could parkour off stuff. I was like, you can. It's not like you can do any tricks, but you can jump off of whatever you want. He doesn't do nothing. I just thought that was an interesting interaction. It was kind of cute to me. It was mean of him to tell her that, but it was kind of cute still. Yeah, that's the big stairs. Trying to jump into buildings. I like to jump, like, I like to climb things so I can jump on other things. Because I'm stubborn. I don't want to use the stairs. Who needs stairs when you can jump off of stuff? Place, then jump to roof. Oh, you gotta use the environment. You gotta find an environmental thing. Like, this has stairs on it. Just jump on the stairs. Then you jump on the wall. Hold on. And then you walk around the wall. And then you're on the roof. See? How would I get up there, though? Let's see. I would jump here. See? Oh, I missed that one. It's fine. Because you can still go up. No stairs needed. It makes the game so much better when you can just parkour on everything. Parkouring is my favorite part. Is just figuring out how to get up on top of everything. That's why I do it most of the time. If I'm like running on low energy though, sometimes I'll just use the ladder. Because it's like I'm just here to clean. I'm not here to parkour, or I don't, like, I have a headache or something, you know. But I genuinely love the parkouring. You just figure out how to get up there. Now, I will say, when I did the timed stuff, I definitely used the big stairs. Hands down. Because, like, trying to do that stuff in a time limit, yeah, no. That was already... The time limit alone made it tough. I don't do the time stuff. I only did the time stuff for the achievement. I don't find joy from the time stuff. And it took me an entire weekend just to get one of the timed ones. But I have all of them done now, so I don't have to go back. Like, I could see the appeal if that's, like, your thing, to see how fast you can do it. But I'm just not one of those type of people, you know? Speedrunning things is not enjoyable to me. I get easy distracted. Yep. Literally me. I mean, you've been here long enough to see. I get distracted for everything. Even when I try to 100% things, I get so distracted. So distracted. When I was, like, for instance, when I was playing the Crime Scene Cleaner beta maps this weekend. Or no, when I played it the first time. Because I was streaming it for my friend in Discord. She doesn't have the game. So I was showing her it, and she was like, oh my gosh, this looks great. So I was streaming it, and it's a beta map. So, like, keep that in mind. It's not a full release. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be problems. Well, there was a statue that I know for a fact I picked up, and I looked at the statue, and I put it exactly... Well, I put it somewhere. But I walked around the whole map, especially where I had that statue, and I guess it had phased through the floor or something, because it just wasn't there. Now, the game said I had 100% of all of my furniture in place, So I'm thinking it might have been a similar glitch to when you play the museum. When I played it, I had a chair that stacked, and it said that it was in the correct spot, but in reality it wasn't. And I spent like 45 minutes looking for it. So I was in the call with her, and I was like, okay, so I'm looking for a chair and a statue. I found the chair. I had just set it off to the side somewhere and forgotten about it. And even her daughter was like watching the stream. And she's like, okay, so we're looking for a chair and a statue. I never found the statue. But then when I finally gave up and I was like, okay, I can't keep looking for this thing. It's not showing up. When I finally gave up and I ended the level, it said that I had everything in place. So I had that going for me. It didn't mark it as failed, which was nice. Okay, so there's like some grime like on that somewhere. I was like at the top for a second. I got distracted at gnomes in this game. The gnomes are so great. The gnomes are ridiculous. That's what they are. The gnomes are like stalking you. And I'm still convinced that's the story, is that they're stalking you. Why can you pick them up if it doesn't go anywhere? Oh, like the gnomes? Just for fun. I fell. I fell off the... Can you say that again? Why can you pick them up if they don't go anywhere? You talk about the gnomes. You talk about the gnomes, boy. Oh, thank you for the hat. I was like, why do I need to say it again? Why do I need to say it's not a conspiracy hat? I'm a wizard. This is my wizard hat. This is not my conspiracy hat. I need to get myself a tinfoil hat. What are the purposes of the gnome? To make you happy. To make you happy. To stalk you. To make sure you're cleaning things. Gnomes are known for cleaning things, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Don't ask me. Conspiracy theory. No, it's not. It's not a conspiracy theory. They're just stalking you. They're just stalking you. In the weirdest way. They just want to be your friend. Probably. I don't know. I think they're following you. Because there's an achievement in the cathedral, like the really big castle one, where the gnome is at the very top. You get an achievement if you wash it without dropping him. Or without moving him. Wash it 100% without dropping him. I was like, why do I have to wash it without dropping him? What is his importance here? Is he like king of this place? What's happening? You know? It's ridiculous. Repo, PowerWash, crime scene. Have you ever noticed gnomes are present in most of the games? Not until now. Wait, are they in Crime Scene Cleaner too? Where are they in Crime Scene Cleaner? What gnomes are you looking at? Crime Scene Cleaner has ducks. Crime Scene Cleaner has ducks. They're contracted by the gnomes. In the beginning. I guess I didn't notice that they're there. I don't know. I know there's ducks everywhere. Are you talking about the garden section? I'm pretty sure there are gnomes in those alleys. Oh. Oh. Talk about conspiracy theorists. You've got an idea of where the gnomes are. And the map with the pool. Are there gnomes there? Now I'm wondering. I played the whole game. Why did I not notice the gnomes? What? I mean, yeah, sure, there's probably gnomes. I know there's ducks everywhere. I'm gonna fall off of this. To try to fall directly down. Come on. You can do it. Nope. Oh, I did it! Yeah! Look at me! I fell directly down. I'm so cool. It Takes Two has gnomes. That it does. That one does have gnomes. But most of that game takes place in a garden, so it makes sense that there's gnomes there. Oh, fuck. I fell all the way down. I guess I just broke my score. My score is gonna get broken. World of Warcraft has gnomes in it? What are you talking about? Are they the dwarves? They're like gnomes, but not. Legend of Zelda also? Really? Wait, are you talking about the Minish? They're not gnomes, they're Minish. They're the Minish folk. I actually think they have a different name than that. Unless you're talking about the Korok, because those aren't gnomes. They're not Minish, they're gnomes. No. They're Minish. They're Minish. They're called the Minish. Pretty sure. I'm gonna land there. Yeah, did it. Okay. Hell yeah, parkour. It's really just accurate falling, really. I don't know what this is. Is there a gnome in this section? In the Halloween house? Or the haunted house section? Because if there is, I haven't seen it yet. I think in one of the levels it could have. I completed a long time ago. Oh. I'm being so stubborn. I don't want to go back up there. I'm just aiming where I think the grime is. Hold on. Oh, the grime's right there. It's like the front of the clock. Or the like little birdhouse right there. This owl house is still dirty. Got it. Hell yeah. Okay. This trident thing is really cool. Covers a lot of ground too. Or a lot of grime. I wish I had something like this in Crime Scene. Well, actually, you know what? They shouldn't give me a more a better power washer in that game. Because I always forget that if you use the power washer around vases and stuff, you break them. Makes me so mad. I'm like, what do you mean I have more garbage to pick up? Also, I just realized what you were talking about, numbers. Because I have been listening to everyone complaining. Yeah, it's about, like, the viewer count. I don't look at it. I have it turned off. I have it set to, like, hide, so I don't have to look at it. And it's just like when I first started streaming, a lot of people that were starting streaming at the same time would always fuss about numbers. And it was kind of giving me flashbacks to then. But, like, if you're trying to get partner, I can see why it's discouraging. That's something you should probably keep up on. It's their way of fighting viewer bot. I know, but I was in somebody's stream and they did a live count where they were, like, looking at their audience, like looking at the section where you can pull up who's in the chat, and they were looking at the count underneath where it says how many people are in the stream, and they counted over 2,000 names. Now, some of them could have been bots. You could be right on that. But it said that they had 2,000 people in the names category, like in the name section. And in the number underneath the stream, it said 490. It's like 490 or 480 or something like that. Which is a big difference. Now, you could be right. That could be viewer bots. But that was still really weird. If you get an interaction and lurk, it's okay. Maybe they're fixing the algorithm? I don't know. I just know that I've been watching a lot of people fuss about it, and it was like kind of getting to me a little bit. Because it was my understanding that it was like people were trying to say that lurkers weren't being counted anymore. And if that's the case, that's really upsetting because I know that most of my community are lurkers. And I'm like, oh, that really sucks. Like, that's kind of rude. But I mean, it doesn't stop them. It doesn't stop anybody from being here. And I'm not, like, keeping tabs on my numbers for any reason, so it really shouldn't bother me at all. But on the stats after stream, it gets the users in chat. I guess. I don't... That's another thing I don't look at. I don't look at the stats because I don't know. I looked at them too much in the beginning of streaming. And again, it was one of those things that gave me anxiety. So I never look at it unless I, like, need to. Which I don't have any need to. So I hardly look at it. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to do my, I want to do my costume box. I want to see if the last... Oh, it didn't pull the one that I wanted. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There's still one that has not been pulled yet. He'll be just super secret for a while, I guess. There's another one that hasn't been pulled. Yeah, but they interact, so they should count. Gotcha. I don't know. I look, but to see the countries. Okay. I will admit, I did that. It was weird. It was weird. I was looking at, because somebody told me that they're an American streamer, and they were like, most of my viewers aren't in America. So I was curious. I think this was a month or two ago. I was like, I wonder where all my viewers are. And I wasn't really surprised. It says that most of my viewers are like Canada and USA. And I was like, I do have a lot of Canadian friends. So I'll pull it after cooldown. I mean, it's got to get pulled at some point, right? No Europeans. I have some, like, what I mean is like most of the percentage is US and Canadian. I think it was like between the two of them, it was like 45% for each, maybe like 40% for each. And it does say that most of my viewers are women too. So hello, ladies. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Men too. I'm not like, but like women. It said that most of my viewers were women, and most of my viewers came from Canada, America. I had some Europe, and then I had, weirdly enough, I had like, I think it was 1% from Africa. And I was like, oh cool, I wonder who's in Africa. Mine is 99% American. Oh my gosh. Well, if you're in the right time zones for it, like if you stream during certain time zones, I could see that. Or time slots, time zones. Oh. Just because I keep having really weird interactions. This is why I keep bringing it up. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing. I had somebody send me a message on... Where did they message me? Twitter. They sent me a message on Twitter, which up until recently, I didn't know you could send messages on Twitter. But anyway, that's not the point. I had somebody send me a message on Twitter and asked me if I used to be another streamer, like if I had another name. And I was like, yeah, I did. And they were like, oh, okay, because I stopped into your stream one day because I was curious. But the person I thought it was she used to be a cam streamer, and her name was Rose Sports Fox, which is one of my old names. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And she's like, oh, well, why did you change so much about yourself? I was like, what? She goes, your voice is different. I was like, it's a voice changer. She goes, you use a voice changer? No, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, well, your voice is different. You talk differently. What else did she said something else. She said, oh, she said she didn't like the time that I was streaming. It was very inconvenient for her. And I was like, well, that's fair. I mean, it's not going to work for everybody. And she goes, well, you used to do late night streams. I was like, that was also when I was streaming 3 times a day. And if you remember my late night streams, then you were here like right after I got affiliated. Because I haven't done late night streams like that. Like, I'm not talking about like random here or there kind of late nights. I'm talking about I used to do 3 streams in one day. I used to do one at 9 a.m. until about 12. I'd get out of stream, take a break. I would get back into stream at like 3 after cooking dinner, and I'd be in stream until from 3 to 7. And then sometimes, like 3 times a week, I would get I would get into stream at around like 8 and wouldn't get out of stream until like 1. And I was like, I only did that for about a month. It was too much for me. I was too tired. It's from mutual support because there aren't any Portuguese streamers at this hour. Oh, you can send messages on Spotify too. I didn't know that. Wait, you don't do late night streams? Is my clock messed up? It's 3:30 a.m. No, I don't do late night streams. It's only 9:30 here. It's only 9:30 here. Yes, yes. I used to, it would be way later for you. It would be like morning time for you. I used to go until 1 a.m. And if it's 3:30 a.m. for you right now, then doing that math would be... plus 7 hours. So like 9:30, 10:30 a.m. for you. Which isn't late night for you. It would be late night for me. But yeah, I used to do really, really late streams. And then my early streams, which would sometimes be at 8, sometimes be at 9 a.m. Those were my earliest streams. Because I would get up, get my coffee, and get ready for stream when my husband was going to work. Because I was like, oh, this makes sense. If I get up at the same time he gets up, then that means I can hang out with him when he gets home. It did not wind up working, though. Not really. This house is almost clean. Hi, Link. How are you? You almost fell getting up on the desk. Are you good? Could you not stand there? Hey, what are you doing? Do you want a cookie? Is that why you keep coming up here? Do you want one of these? It's a cookie. You want one? You don't have to. I was just asking. Okay. So, seeing as we're going on 6 hours of stream, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up this little coffee hut that's right here with the chairs and the little cauldron. And then I'm hoping that'll be about 50%. And then we'll do the other half sometime. The game that I'm playing on Friday is kind of short. So we might play it at the end of Friday's stream. Because if we finish the medium tomorrow, because it's not a really long game, but I'm achievement hunting in it, so I need to see what I gotta do to finish the stuff. We might finish medium tomorrow, which means we'll start the Evil Within on Thursday. And then I'm gonna try to just record Pumpkin Panic. Because even if it's just recorded, I can put it on YouTube as like an exclusive there. And I would have still gotten to play the game, you know? That one's clean. This one's not. But yeah, we might play the rest of this level on Friday. After Virginia. Because Virginia's not a really long game. From my understanding. Are you playing the Evil Within 2 also? If I can finish the Evil Within, yeah. I have both of them. Have you played them? Are they good? I think I was reading somewhere, this is my first time playing them, so I have no idea. I think I was reading somewhere that it's from the makers of Resident Evil. They're okay. Oh. Oh, they're only okay? Why? Why are they only okay? Not my type of game. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I played just about anything. And I don't know if it's my type of game until I give it a shot. Which I know a lot of people say that it's like, I'm not staying within my niche or whatever, but I don't care. Wah, wah, wah. I like trying new games and finding what works and what I do like and what I don't like, you know. But you have fun playing. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's what's important. Even if you realize it's not your type of game. I played for the same reason I played Resident Evil 2 and 3. Someone dared me and called me pussy. I played Resident Evil 1 because I've never played Resident Evil. I was gonna put, so listen, I was gonna put the Resident Evil games on this year's list, but I have another game series on the list that might take me a little long to get through all of them. I have the Dark Picture games on my list, and I've been meaning to play those since like 2021. I haven't played Until Dawn either. That's on my PS4. But I've been meaning to play those games for so long, it's ridiculous that I haven't yet. Because I don't do well in horror games. Gotcha. Listen, me too. Listen, me too. I'm kind of a chicken shit when it comes to horror games. I try my damnedest. I'm here for the vibes and I'm trying. Which is all that matters. Okay, let's see. Apothecary lights. I love that word, apothecary. It's got to be something like in the intersection. Oh. Not because of being scared. I laugh most of the time, but it's because I struggle seeing. Ah, okay. Since I'm almost blind from one eye and there's a lot of dark areas, I get tired very fast. Gotcha. That's kind of like my husband playing simulator games. They're like really relaxing for him, and he gets tired really fast playing them. That's why you'll never see me playing PowerWash Sim with him. He can't do it. He can barely watch somebody else play it. And I say barely, like he might be able to play, like watch them play it for a couple of seconds and then he has to dip. Resident Evil was fun though, yeah. I liked the first one. I just did not expect the giant actually, the first one is such a clusterfuck. I don't know what's happening. It's like you've got spiders and sharks and guys that kind of look like snakes, and it's like, what is happening in this game? And then you got zombies, and it's just like, what? I giggled a lot, got scared a few times, and to reset because nobody told me I needed to save ammo. Oh my gosh. That's almost like me. It wasn't the ammo. Were you around when I played Resident Evil? And I was having problems because it was like, I thought that the typewriter tape, I thought when you saved, when you found it the first time, you just used it, and I was saving back to back to back to back so many times that it was like I had no saves. I had no saves at all. I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to die. I couldn't save. So off stream, I like fast ran through the levels that we had already done so I could make sure I still had typewriter tape to be able to save and to play the game. And I only saved when it was absolutely necessary. Like, if I had gotten a lot of progression done. For me, it's from the effort. Because I usually play FPS. So there's... Hold on. So there's a lot of colors and movement. Now, if you have all dark areas and some random flashes every now and then, since my seeing eye, it's compensating the other one. I get tired. Yeah. I could see that. That makes sense to me. I wasn't here. You can override the saves, I think. I don't know about the first. Never played. So the way the first game works, I haven't played any of the other ones, so I'm not sure if it's like across all the games like this. But in the first game, you have to find typewriter tape in order to save it all. And if you don't have typewriter tape, you can't save. So you have to find the typewriter tape throughout the game in order to be able to save. Oh, the second one isn't like that. Gotcha. I think it was probably one of the most frustrating parts of the game. Was finding the typewriter tape and trying to determine if it was worth, like, when was it worth saving and stuff. That was frustrating as hell. The typewriter is there. Yeah. Is that your save point? Like, you find a typewriter you can save? I like the Wolfenstein Saga. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play that one. I've heard of it. I can definitely say I have heard of it, but only in title. I've never... I don't know what the game's about. I've never seen it, I don't think. To be honest, the first Resident Evil game kind of felt like a loose cannon to me. No offense, like, if you liked the game, I'm not saying the game was trash or garbage or nothing. Now, if you go back and watch my recordings, I probably did say that because fuck them spiders. But, like, the game was good. It just felt like a fever dream. I was like, what is happening? There's sharks? There's sharks. What's happening? You know? I was like, is this game for real? What is this game? How is there so much dirty still on you? Oh, is it the, like, little chain, too? Well, maybe it is. It's about defeating Germany after winning World War II with mutants and robots. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that game. Hope you understand the context. Content. I can't say the word. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I fully understand. It's a good game. Might be my favorite game, story game. Oh, okay. That lantern is still not clean. And I'm like, bro, how? How is it not clean? And the fact that Xbox Game Pass has almost every one is so cool. Oh, it was on the ridges, like right there. I had cleaned the bottom, so I thought maybe it was like not the bottom. Okay, so this is not clean though, I don't think. This one's not clean either. Oh, there's like a whole underside to the bar. There you go. I usually use the rotating one for objects. Oh, the like, this one? I guess I've never really thought about using it for that. It kind of annoys me. Because of like how small the nozzle is. I find myself getting really annoyed with it. I like it on trim work. I do think I've used it for trim work in a few of them. There you go. See? Clean. It's clean! It's clean! Oh wait, did I not do these lights? Did I just run off in the middle of cleaning these lights? I think I did. Oh, hold on. I lied. We're gonna clean this real quick. I thought I'd finish the lights before I ran off in a separate direction. My bad. I lied. I hope PowerWash puts out another holiday one for this year. Like, they have one out for Christmas of last year, and then this one is from last year's Halloween, so maybe, right? I'll just have to keep an eye out. If they do, we're definitely gonna play it. Hands down. This game is too relaxing not to play. But it's good. Yeah, the Wolfenstein. See, I kind of had an idea of what it would be like just from the name alone. The nozzle. Oh. I thought we were going back to talking about the game. Yeah, the nozzles. I like the yellow one. The yellow one is my favorite. I was about to switch to the yellow nozzle, and then I realized I am using the yellow nozzle, so... Yeah, I like the yellow nozzle. Okay. And the white one? The white one covers a lot of space. That's the white one, right? Yeah, I don't use this one often. Because I feel like it's not, like, a strong enough pressure to really clean much. I use the Trident. Oh, I like the Trident. The Trident's a good one. Okay, so that is going to be it for Power Wash.